I start, I would like you to imagine that you are the members of the board of directors of a company producing alternative sources of energy. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for coming. My name is and I'm your new chief executive. At the beginning, I'd like to ask you just one question. How many of you are satisfied with the results of the previous manager work? That's not many, I guess. I claim that under my control, things will never be the same again. As Charles Darwin once said, it is not the strongest that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. So I'll try to breathe new life into the company's policy and to come up with some fresh ideas about its further development. Today I'm going to cover three main areas. Firstly, I plan to give you an overview of today's state of affairs in the company. Then, I would like to show you the prospects of the further development of the company. Lastly, I intend to demonstrate how I'm going to realize my plans to achieve these goals and the expected result of my policy. The presentation will last about 10 minutes and I'll be taking questions at the end. So, let's start with today's state of affairs. First of all, I would like to mention the problem of stagnant growth. I believe that the subject now deserves some serious attention and analysis. One of the causes of this problem, in my opinion, is a lack of resources. Not only financial, but also human ones. In spite of this fact, we have too many supervisors. 8 supervisors for 14 technicians gives a clear explanation why our company can't compete with opponents' prices. Our next disadvantage is old-school mentality. The staff must do whatever upper management asks, no matter how mindless or unnecessary it is. So, what we have is poor management, inefficiently ran company, and bad team morale. So, now I'll pass on to the next point of my presentation. Of course, you all are interested in what opportunities we have in the next few years. As you can see from the graph, nowadays alternative energy takes only about 5% of the world's generation of electricity. But in the next 5 years, this figure will double, and by the year 2022, it will be already about 20%. So, now we can talk about the prospects of the wide use of alternative energy sources, which is urgent in account of limitedness of traditional utilities and the environmental situation. Here we should mention a project 1,000 solar roofs, which was implemented in Germany in USA, where 15,000 homes were equipped with photoelectric installations. In this project, up to 70% of the cost was paid by the federal budget. So what I'd like to make clear is that the necessity of using alternative utilities has become so evident that even governments are becoming interested in installing such technologies throughout their countries. This brings me to my last point. Here I will explain you what our further strategy will be like. As it follows from my previous points, our company has a lot of disadvantages as well as opportunities. And what I'm going to do is to get rid of the first ones and to profit by the second ones. Concerning our weak points, the only way to make this company survive the competitive solar market is to look at ways to run it more efficiently and build morale. What's more, it is important to get rid of the surplus of poor managers. As for the opportunities, what I'm proposing is to offer our government not to keep up with Germany and US, and also to begin installation of alternative electric systems throughout the country, and as a result to take advantage of our services. Furthermore, our R&D department has come up with an innovation. They have created solar cells which can be embedded into roof tiles, ceramic tiles, and even window glass. Now we're almost at the end of the presentation. To sum up, there are three main points I'd like you to remember. First, previous policy of our company wasn't good enough to meet the requirements of our customer. Second, next few years give us great opportunities to expand and become a stable countrywide company. And last, my approach won't let us miss these opportunities and will improve greatly our reputation and position in the market. Over the next few years, I'd like you to think about the ideas we covered today, and so that all our efforts will be concentrated on achieving the goals. At the beginning of the presentation, I explained how the things were going on in the company. I hope you can now see how we can move forward and be ahead of the competition and to make profits out of the resources limitedness. Finally, I want to mention a quote by Henry Ford, who said, "Obstacles are the things you see when you take obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal." So let's not take eyes off our goals, and we'll manage with all the problems successfully. Thank you for making attention, and I open the floor for questions.
Okay.